Good morning to all traders and welcome to another Markets and Waves video. Today is the 23rd of April, the last Friday of the week. We expect some anti-foot flows to come in. We still have another week to go to finish the month at least. So certainly next Friday is going to be much more interesting than this one. Not that this one is not going to. We are again going to have an analysis using Elliott waves, and I hope you're able to identify some very good opportunities with us yesterday on certain currency pairs. We're going to have a look at how those evolved, and some of them obviously we cannot really keep an eye on the same assets on a daily basis. But today, specifically because we've had good moves, I've just replaced the pound with the US index and replaced the USD jar with the S&P. So the rest remains the same: euro, dollar, oil, and gold. Starting off, of course, with the US index. We continue the downside move. We're expecting a correction up, and we got the correction. Looks like to me this is 1 and 2. When I get 3, 4, and 5, this is where probably wave 1 is going to end, around anywhere between 138 and 161.8. I am more friendly on the 138 since we have a long wave 1 over here, right? And which means wave 3 is equal to 100% of 1, so we'll prefer to see something small on the wave 5. It could be anywhere between 38 and 61, so 90 is not really far from the current levels and very likely to be seen. Now it's either this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, as I said before, or it could be a case where, because these two corrections look pretty much the same, it could be a case where we might get something like, like a B and C for a flat or something like this. Okay, so don't be surprised, even running or expanding flat, right? So don't be surprised if you see prices going there for a false break and then continue higher. That would be the scenario most likely. Very short indication over here for downside on the MACD and RSI, which actually is already coming through. Euro dollar, well, a bit of situation where volatile is increasing because of the ECB yesterday, of course. To me, and after finishing this, we talked about the correction over here and then continuation up. Obviously, with that being a clear ABC as well. And that is an ABC as well. So we can only think of two scenarios. One, we're going to get another ABC over here, and pretty much that ended in a W, X, and Y, or similarly, it's a ABC and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a regular flat. In either way, again, it finished. And that to me means that that's 1, 2, and we're going to start heading higher for 3, 4, and 5. And as I said before, I'm looking at the 121 to complete wave 3. This is the level I've been looking for a while now. And I will be looking, I mean, in generally speaking, need to break above the medium line, right? First of all. But second, I'll be looking at how this develops. Because if we start getting some mixed signals here, it could be a case where we might be still in a correction. That would be W, X, and Y. Yeah, but I doubt that is the case for a simple reason, because we've already had a wave 4 that is much different to wave 2 over here and lasted much longer. So I mean, extending even this correction to a longer period, then that means that I've probably got a mistake here. So we have to go back and reconsider our options over here. Okay. Now indicators, both RSI and MACD shows a bullish hidden divergence, which is a good indication. Now on oil, yesterday we looked at this move ending down here, if not mistaken, and we called this the correction, and then we continue lower. But what really happened is that instead of that being the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, well, it was a case where it became 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is some sort of ending diagonal. I wouldn't expect that, to be honest. It's a bit of weird looking ending diagonal as well. But either case, that's the one now. 60-60. We're moving up for a correction. Are we gonna go 62 and down, 62.50 and down, or 63 and down? Well, I do not know. And we cannot say, because this is also the first way of the impulsive move to the downside, which means we cannot get any hints because we're not in wave 4, meaning, wave 2 already has come through and we know what happened. So, anywhere between here. I believe that the 50 makes a good candidate, since this is where the previous low is on 4 as well. So this is the only indication we can get for the moment. Perhaps we can go to 63, but I would like to think that a double top is likely to be formed over here, and then we continue down as we expected. Now, one might say, what if this is an ABC? I'm gonna go up. Well, it's possible, but it would be a bit of a stretch, because we've already done a nice correction in wave B above the 61.8. Going deeper than that is possible, but I would think that this is a very clear impulse on the downside, and that already looks corrective as well, which means it's probably a B, which means part of wave 2. Now on the S&P, we were looking to end a bit higher, if I'm not mistaken. Let me redraw that level over here. Yeah, 1618. Well, I think we said last time we either go 41 or to 42.20. We went in the middle. It's okay. And since we started correcting, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who knows? We can still consider this as a flat. As the distance between the B and the beginning is not too bad. Now, it could be also a case that that's ABC is down over here. That would be 1 and 2, but I doubt this is the case, because I wouldn't want to see like a 90% correction here in this very short time period. Not that it would mean anything. It would most likely increase the chances of that becoming some sort of ending diagonal, because it would be in wave 5, but it means that it wouldn't be as high as I was expecting wave 5 to end. Now this correction, we can have a better idea, obviously, here, because, oops, I'm sorry, the rule of alternation. We've done about, let's just say, 30% over here. So we're probably looking to correct lower down here to 61, even lower down to the 70 or so %, if we assume, of course, this count is correct, yeah, and the rule of alternation is going to be respected. So I'll be looking at this then be some sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we need to look at how this breakout happens, where is the correction, and from there, once we get that 1 and 2, we can make better estimates about the trajectory of this decline. And is it going to continue? Why did it happen? Well, 2 signals from the RSI and the MACD, and we're still looking like there is no resistance on the downsides. Let's call it support, but when we're looking at the indicators, it's like this. I mean, there is no resistance, like there is no one there to push up. And finally, gold. Looks like we ended at the 1800s as we forecasted yesterday. We just missed it by what? Yeah, a couple of dollars. And correction, 1, 2, 3 is the question. It could be, and I would like that to be honest, the case, because we're gonna get 4, and we're gonna have we are going to be in that case above 1, we remain impulsive, and we're going to be still inside this channel. will remain impulsive, and it's going to be very near to a double bottom as well, because we've got that 4 as well internally. Okay, so makes a very good opportunity here. The question is, are we going to get there? Well, first of all, we need to see where B is, and then or 61 and 1. Look at this, the 100 Fibonacci. Usually simple zigzags A and C are equal. So 1760 or so, 7050, expect to see that perhaps coming in today. And from there, we'll move up. The other scenario is that we are even more bullish. This sort of rejection or trading around the median trend line is going to continue. And what could happen is that we could see prices moving up. But that would mean, of course, that this is an ABC, yeah, and that would be some sort of leading diagonal, perhaps, okay? But I think, and since we've done a bit of an upside here, and since we are not near wave 4, I think another leg down can be expected. And with me, I don't have the indicators agreeing, unfortunately, but I don't really see much signals that support an upside as well. It's just the RSI over here. There's some sort of hidden divergence here, but don't forget that we still over here momentum remains negative. So until that changes, then we're still thinking that a correction is going to come through. Okay, guys, so this will be all for the day. If you like the video, show your appreciation, leave your comments, and also alternative scenarios if you have in mind. So we'll speak again next week. Trade safe today, enjoy your weekend, and take care.